dark descent. It does have my audio.
Yo, what up?
Shut the fuck up. Let's do this. Fuck off, Jeff. Alright, let's go. Jeff, shut up. Turn off the lights. And the only audience are actual adults, sir. Turn off those lights. Square that motherfucker off.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
This is where an enemy comes in. Yeah, after you get out of it. Right there. You're not supposed to stare at him. Otherwise, you might get in trouble. Disappeared. See? Sorry, dude, but I felt like disrespecting you. So in here, there's. Last time I checked, there's. In your butt. Oh. The door shut. Do this. I'm trying to increase my sanity some.
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Alright, so basically I'm like slightly farther than this, but the next part he's gonna say you visited don't have much oil left. Just a pain in the ass for me. Heard a baby cry. Alright. I don't need this to increase my health. Darkness doesn't make your fucking sanity go down.
25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
That's how that went. Alright, that's the locked door. Let's go this way. I have yet to master the sense of slamming doors. I don't like these pulsing fucking things. Sounds. Don't like those. Where the fuck did I go last? Door's been blocked. I know that. Oh, ow! Fuck. This fucking hurt. Step on those all the time. It fucking hurts. Dude. Just need the stick. Could I please have the stick? Over here. Twinkie, that motherfucking Twinkie. That's not open. Let's search here for anything else. Fill up my lantern one more time. Oh, I didn't notice. Oh, I thought that was like a crate that might have something in it. Oh well. I know has no more oil. Let's go. Oh. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Smoking. Crashed to the surface, the darkening Atlantic water smothered him as he struggled to make sense of the situation. Alright, oh shit. talk about it. Barely can't. Whatever that fucking thing is, it hurts.
At first, the creature in the water, affectionately called Lurky here at Frictional Games, did not have a sense of sound. Later on we wanted to add it though, so the player could lure it away by throwing stuff in the water. When I added this, something unexpected happened. Lurky started following me. When you jump on the crates, it hears the sound you make when you land and it goes there to investigate. This was very fun emergent behavior, and I think it made him even more menacing. I also want to add that Lurker was kind of inspired by my favorite movie as a child, Tremors. I guess this early obsession might also explain some creatures in our older games.
Oh, that. Help me.
Monster has its own musical theme, which you can hear in many situations in the game, even if the Guardian is not physically present. Actually, it's more like a noise sound than a certain melody, and I played it with my bassoon. The theme has many forms, and this one is almost a direct sound coming from the instrument. And this noise, which sounds like screaming, is a highly modified version of it.
I'm losing my shivering in my fucking brain. Leave that to oh no, there's another one. Dude. Nope, no more.